Hey everybody, this is Lisa Medley, and I am here to share with you the magic of your love physiology. Your love physiology. Before I define what that is and how to turn it on, because it requires you to turn it on, let me define the opposite, the other end of the continuum, which is your fear physiology. Physiology, just simply to start with, is how your body works. So we have our anatomy, what our body is made of, and then we have our physiology, how our body works. There's lots of systems of your body. And when it comes to fear, love physiology, this is one way of talking about your nervous system. Your nervous system is like the interface between the outside world and the inside world. And you have so much power in how you facilitate that process. And your body is designed to help you. So first, let's just talk about the fear physiology. Fear physiology is just one way to describe our stress response. When we are in stress, we have different responses. We can fight, we can flee, we can freeze, sometimes we faint. These are different responses that are built in to keep us safe, to keep us surviving, essentially. We want to just keep surviving. That's what we're here for. We're here to survive, and optimally, we're here to thrive and evolve and expand and grow and shine our light. That's really what we're here for. And as divine humans, we have different physiologies in this sacred vessel that support that. So there is a time and a place for fear. And sometimes it's not fear. Sometimes it's like, oh, that's new or that's unexpected. And our body goes into a little like, oh, what's this? Are we okay? Are we okay? Yeah, we're okay? Okay. And sometimes it is a full-on fear. Sometimes it's fears we're imagining and we're making up or we're worried about that actually aren't even happening in our reality. But guess what? Your body thinks it's actually happening. So if there is a lion, tiger, or bear in your view, your body obviously is going to go right into instinct and deal with that threat, that real threat, and fight it, or as humans with those particular animal choices, we're going to want to get out of there, right? But we have that design. But again, let me just reinforce this. If it's an imaginary lion, tiger, or bear, or any other worry, concern, something that happened in the past or something that might happen in the future but it's not really happening now, your body, your physiology is acting as if it is happening. And this is where it gets really dicey, because then we go into chronic stress. We're chronically in fear. We're chronically in fear, and that's really loud in our culture. We get bombarded all the time with what to be worried about and what to be scared about and what to be fearful about. There's a time and a place for that. But something that also happens in our brain and our capacity to be intelligent and make informed choices is that when we are in fear, when we're battling or running or freaking out, we're in this part of our brain. And we're actually not in this part of our brain as much. And so we are not thinking clearly. You know, have you ever wondered, like if you're in a moment of stress or you're like, oh, what was that? And your hand goes up here. What was that thing that I was trying to remember? Is because this part of your brain is helping you to make informed, intelligent, grounded choices. But when you are freaking out or just in this stuck pattern of fear, you're not thinking clearly. And then you get potentially addicted to all of this chemistry and adrenaline and cortisol, which are also part of the fear physiology, the cascade of chemical reactions that happen in your body. It in a weird, warped way, keeps you feeling like, oh, I'm alive. And it's super powerful, right? It's super powerful to amp everything up in those moments that you need to save your life. Thank goodness that we have it. Thank goodness. And then when the lion, tiger, or bear has gone back to wherever they're going back to, we have found ourselves safe, we also have this physiology built in, which is your love physiology. Your love physiology, also called the relaxation or response physiology, response, rest and digest. And it's designed to calm you down and turn down all of this hyped up responses, which again has a time and a place, but if we hang out there too long, not so good. Actually really, 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 really critical. It can really put us in, and our immune system and many other systems of our body in a very critical stage. And it doesn't have to be that way. There's a time and a place. So one way to think about this is like a seesaw. Okay, so when you're in the fear response, your stress response, that seesaw is going up, attending to whatever needs to get attended to. And then this love physiology, this relaxation physiology, this rest and digest is now designed to go up and become more dominant. This is what's built in. This is another more technical way of talking about this. This is your sympathetic nervous system. This is your parasympathetic nervous system. This is your fear stress response. This is your relaxation love response. And optimally, we have capacity to go back and forth just like the seesaw, because we want to be ready to respond to something that's happening in our world, and then we want to recover. And then we effort, and then we recover, and we deal, and then we rest. This is what's optimal. This is your body's natural design. This isn't just, oh, that's nice for somebody else, or when I have time, or when this gets done on my list, then How does that go? It doesn't go so well unless we turn it on. So this is the thing. You have to turn this on, especially in our culture and just at a biological level. You have to carve out time and space and practices that calm you down, not numb you out, calm you down. It can be sitting still. It can be dynamic. It can be lots and lots and lots of ways. You have to turn it on. You have to give yourself permission to turn it on. And guess what? Nobody will give it to you. You have to take it. You have to claim it. You have to own it. And this isn't just a mental process. It's a lot easier than you think, because it's natural. It's built into you. You were supposed to play on a seesaw like this. Your body's physiology, how we are naturally designed, it's built in. It's built in. And any part of you, which I know in our culture, it runs deep. It's ancient programming that says otherwise, like you're lazy or you're selfish or all that just ridiculousness. It's a perspective. It's just a perspective. It's deep, ancient, warped conditioning that's coming from the outside, but it's not real. It's not to your best interest. It is not to humanity's best interest to stay in this fight or flight, stressed out state all the time. It's the all the time. It's the chronic. That's where it gets dicey. For us to be able to think clearly, to be able to feel clearly, to be able to take care of our gut and all the other physiological systems that our body is really, really, really wanting to restore and repair. It's designed for that. You got to turn it on. You got to turn on your love physiology, aka relax, aka rest, aka chill out, calm down. Just really simply, breath, breath, just breath. So just try this with me. This is something I've been doing a lot, really simply. I'll leave it at here with this just simple practice. You can place your hands on your heart or not. You can just rest them in your lap, or you can place them on your gut, or one here, whatever you'd like, or maybe here, wherever you'd like. You find your breath, just locate it. Don't have to judge it. Don't have to feel like you have to fix it. Just find your breath. And then simply just focus on your exhale. So to make this as simple as possible, your breath happens all the time, and you can facilitate it and making the exhale longer. And then your body will want to breathe, and then just make the exhale longer than the inhale. And for those of you that like numbers, if you want to breathe in for 4 and exhale for 8, or breathe in for 3 and exhale for 6. I mean, there's many ways to breathe, And for now, just keeping it simple, just extend your exhale. Just extend your exhale. Just think about just taking air out of a balloon. Because that's where you want to let some of that excess stress, the excess tension, the excess energy that's built up, and get it out. Just get it out. And then your body will naturally breathe in. And that's a simple way to turn your love physiology on. Just pull yourself back together. And your breath is something that you can consciously engage to shift and just calm you down. So just focus on the exhale. There's a lot more ways to breathe, a lot more tools and practices. And for now, I just leave you again with this reinforcing message that your love physiology, it's built in. You have the power to turn it on. You got to turn it on. Exhaling, focus on your exhale, just to keep things really simple, is a way to just turn that physiology on a little bit. There's a lot more. And just know that you have the power to choose how you want to feel. You do. There's a lot coming at you all the time, and you have the power to just pause and just come back into yourself. And your body is so wise to support you, and it's built in. It's there for you. It's here for you to just come back to ease and come back to center and come back to homeostasis. So turn it on. Be well.